MTG Zit Quarters here, doing what I do, ruffling a little feathers. And today I thought we had a new video drop from Wizards of the Coast. And we all know it's a bit of a dead meme how bad the videos are on Wizards of the Coast YouTube channel. And I think they do a good job promoting people that make better videos than they do. I think that's probably their best plan long term. But I thought it was worth noting that while this particular video was no more cringeworthy than any other video, I noticed a peculiar change. Now, Wizards of the Coast has disabled their comments and disabled ratings on their videos. I thought, boy, that's interesting. You see that on a lot of ultra or aggressive YouTube channels who, they can't handle criticism, so they disable their comment sections. But then I was like, okay, well, let's go to Facebook and see if I can leave a comment on the Facebook version of the video. My comment was quickly the top comment in the thread. My Facebook feed was getting notifications like every 20 seconds when people liked it or left a comment. And then all of a sudden they just stopped, which is fine because I was working anyway. And then I was like, interesting. I was getting upvotes like crazy, and now they just went away. I'm like, I wonder if they shadow banned me. They shadow banned my comment about them shadow banning people. And those savages did it. They hid my comment. Here's a picture of before and after. You can clearly see when you're not logged in, you cannot see my comment. I noticed comments basically disappearing right in front of my eyes every time I refreshed. The comments that were disappearing were not even that bad. I mean, they were like general criticism. My comment about them deleting comments was not mean-spirited. It was just simply pointing out. I was curious if they were going to keep comments locked down on their videos or delete comments. So I showed you a picture of it. It wasn't bad. I guess probably in the time I was watching, they probably hid or deleted maybe 10 or 20 comments. The problem with this really long term is you shield yourself from criticism. And then what happens when people give what they think is valid criticism, and maybe it doesn't always come across that way, maybe it comes off kind of aggressive or something, you block them, and then you live in a bit of an echo chamber, and you just sit there smelling your own farts all day. It's really trivial and pretty weak-spirited and from a huge company like this. And let me tell you how it feels to get blocked. So when you have your comment deleted, you're mad. You wanted to share your opinions, and whether they came across correctly or not, you feel entitled to leave that feedback. Now, of course, they have every right to delete them, but here's what happens. When you delete somebody's comment, when they leave a comment and they say, boy, nobody responded to me. I mean, I have customer service departments that work for my clients that do nothing but respond to Facebook or email complaints or comments. So they leave a comment expecting to get some sort of reply, and they come to find out that you banned them for it. How do you think that makes them feel? Do you think they're going to want to go spend their hard-earned money on $4 booster packs? Or do you think they're going to say, you know what? Screw this game. I'm going to go do something else. It's pretty clear what happens, right? And if you're banning 50 people a week from your stream, and you're shadow banning another 50 people from your Facebook, and you're deleting posts on Twitter, all these people add up. And when you could have had no opinion and just let the comments sit, you instead alienate people dozens at a time. And this is a very, very dangerous habit. And it shrinks the game, and it makes people feel like their voice isn't being heard. It's one thing to tell somebody something and then have them hear you and then ignore you, and it's completely another to have them just mute you. And it wasn't me. Like, it wasn't just me, for example. I mean, I saw many comments just disappearing right in front of my eyes. Screenshotting comments, refresh, gone. Screenshot again, refresh, gone. And most of the comments were criticizing them, but nothing bad, nothing personal, nothing. So whoever's managing their social media is doing a huge disservice. And if this new policy of no commenting and no voting on their videos sticks around, I'm just never ever going to watch another Wizards of the Coast video. And I thought together maybe we could watch this video today and decide if there was anything what was so bad about it that they had to disable comments, and then I will give you the ability to share feedback here, since Wizards of the Coast apparently doesn't want to hear it. Let's take a look. All right, let's do this. I actually haven't watched this all the way through. I just immediately was turned off by seeing the comments and feedback disabled. So let's see what we got.
From Magic the Amateuring, and it's time to get the gang together to play Magic's newest set, Amonkhet, an Egypt-inspired world where the citizens compete in a series of 5
I mean, it's kind of cringy, but not bad.
Manager April Glass to talk about one of those 5 trials, the trial of solidarity.
I mean, who are they making this for?
So April, I'm super excited for Amonkhet.
Oh, I see why the comments are disabled.
For a long time. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh. The denizens of this plane of Amonkhet, right? They trained their whole lives to become one of the worthy.
I'm not familiar with this person.
Participating in the trials. What becoming one of the worthy is basically achieving a glorious afterlife. We wanted a fun way to feel like
this isn't that bad. This isn't that cringy.
And it's really exciting. So the idea would be,
I mean, the red mohawk tells me everything I need to know, but we'll see here.
Get your pre-release pack, and inside there is a trial card that lists out how you can partake in said trials. So for Oketra, our cat god,
Hold on, best cat impression, 1, 2, 3.
for her trial, she is
Oh, that was bad. Okay, that was cringy.
To a magic event. Boom, you've completed the trial of solidarity.
Awesome. So I can complete this trial at the pre-release, or how about bringing a friend to an F&M or something like that?
Yes.
Who do they think is watching this?
Throughout the entire Amonkhet season.
And besides
The audio sounds good. The video looks good. Got to give them that.
I also get this sweet die. Is that right?
Yes, yes. So these are exclusive to people who participate in the trials, and they are uniquely shaped.
Pyramid.
Uniquely shaped, just like every 4-sided die ever.
Native to Amonkhet, called Lazatep. On Amonkhet, what's kind of fun about this world is that there are mummies, and not the usual magic mummies. These are helper mummies that appear in different colors. And
Oh, slaves! Oh, white slaves, white mummies.
they also
Just kidding.
mine this mysterious substance
Just
called
kidding.
Lazatep.
So, will you be my friend and come to the pre-release with me?
Absolutely. You want to make up a friend handshake right now?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, let's see it for the first time ever. Yeah, they didn't practice this at all. Yeah, that was perfectly first time ever, right? I mean, that wasn't that bad. I don't know what people were. Why would they feel like they need to kill the comments on that? That doesn't make sense. I mean, was it as cringy as everything else they do? Yeah, but I mean, they're trying. The production quality is there. I think that Maria girl has some production background. I mean, they obviously spent more money than you think there. They got all those people in the background. They have a couple different camera angles. But I'll take that 100 times out of 100 over the Amonkhet launch video they did, which is like 2 hours of the worst, or an hour and a half of the absolute worst audio I've ever heard in my life. So I really want Wizards to, first of all, I want to hear your feedback about the video, because Wizards doesn't want to hear it, and I definitely do. I mean, I think it was pretty benign. Was it cringy? Sure, but a lot of the stuff I do is cringy. What do you think? Do you think I'm being... I mean, you all know that I'm pretty sensitive to censorship and things like that, and I really don't like to see this as a trend. Like, if Wizards of the Coast decides to disable their comments forever, basically I see that as them saying, look, this is the one of the few ways you can actually interact with us, and we don't want to hear it, right? Like, I can leave a comment on their YouTube video. I can leave a comment on their Facebook page, which clearly they're reading, okay? Because they're deleting them. But then they're just basically saying, you know what, screw you. I don't want to hear what you have to say because it's negative. And we're going to craft this narrative so that anybody coming by this post just sees only positive things. And I think that's one, that's super disingenuous. And two, like I said, they are banning people. They are shunning people at an alarming rate. Just attend one of their streams. You see people get banned almost immediately. Like, the second the stream fires up, people are getting banned. And they have a whole army of little fun police that ban people. Now they've taken this to their Facebook page and now their YouTube page. And it's a dangerous precedent. It's them saying, we know better. And then just look at the state of the game. I think they don't. And what they're saying now is that they don't want your feedback. if it's negative. And this is only going to accelerate the rate at which the game is shrinking right now. And they need to make some seriously tough decisions at the top. They need to change the way they treat us players, because it's basically a race between them and Games Workshop as two of the worst run companies who basically fell into money and then now they don't want it. They're choosing ideology over profitability and the health of the game. And all in all, is it a big thing? No. Will people comment on this video? Will they about how I'm overreacting? Sure, but if you are plainly watching this video, you can see I'm very calm. I'm not angry about it. Well, I am angry about it, but I'm not freaking out about it. I'm saying this is the first one of the... There's been other steps, right? The bannings, the shadow bannings, the picking their favorites for YouTube channels that they promote. That's a terrible practice. And a lot of people, the quick answer is to say, oh, well, that's because you're blacklisted. You don't like them. No, that's incorrect. I don't like them because of the practice. I wouldn't agree with them blacklisting anybody over their opinions. And that's why it's dangerous to play favorites, right? And now we see more of this crap. And Wizards is already on thin ice, and this is if Amonkhet flops in standard, it's not going to be good for the game. And some of these people need to realize that they've got 20 million players, and not all 20 million of them agree with their same views on things, and people are going to disagree with you, and that's okay. It's called feedback, and you should be listening to it, not plugging your ears.